Yeah, man. It's another day on love and relationships with Papa SEM. And on today's episode, we'll be looking at something interesting, something awesome in the school of love, and that is the power of vulnerability. Now, it is said that vulnerability is the birthplace of love, belongings, and creativity. So, but the question is, what does it mean to be vulnerable? What is vulnerability implies? And this, what I'm going to share with you in this episode. So, vulnerability can be considered as the willingness to be open, to be honest and transparent, even when it feels risky or uncomfortable. It's a, you see, vulnerability also involves being unsuspectable and to emotional hurt, rejection, or criticism, but still choosing to be authentic and exposed. You see, vulnerability can manifest itself in several ways, such as emotional vulnerability, and this has to do with sharing personal feelings, personal fears, and doubts with others. And we have physical vulnerability, which is putting oneself in situations where physical harm is possible. And number three is intellectual vulnerability, and that is about sharing unconventional ideas and opinion and being open to criticism. And lastly is relational vulnerability, which is forming deep connections with others and risking rejections and risk. You see, vulnerability is often associated with courage. This means that it takes bravery, to be vulnerable. Trust. So vulnerability requires, trusting others to receive and respond to our openness. And it's about authenticity, so because it allows us to be, our true selves, So, and lastly, is about connection. So, so it can lead us to deeper and more meaningful relationships, you know. So, despite all of these, vulnerability is, you know, putting yourself, you know, in the premise that God has given to us, you know, without looking at anything. Book of John, chapter 15, verse 12 says, love each other as I have loved you. Love each other as I have loved you. And Jesus Christ says so, that we should love each other as he has loved us. How did he love us? How did he love us? So if you begin to look into the Bible and see the kind of love that God has for us, it's a sacrificial love. It's a love that is on a giving side, not minding what's going to take, you know. So Jesus even laid it down his life, for us, not minding what he was going to go through, but he was there to express love. What kind of vulnerability is that? In the same way, the Son of God says so, that we need to love one another. We need to love each other. So, and he never tells us how we're going to do it, except to follow his example, how he loved us, the way he loved us. So we need to reciprocate it on others, on each other, So I owe you love and you owe me love. So this is one love, you know. So share your opinion on this. I've shared with you in the comment section so we can learn together. All right, till I come your way again, remain Ira.